Welcome back to our Operation Regenesis park build. Let's go ahead and get a paradig done since we finished the medium amenity research between episodes. It's going to take 3 people to go dig up some para. A fair bit of money, actually. Hold on, let's do not that dig. This one's cheaper. This one's only 180. Still 3, but it saves us enough money to get the medium amenity in. So, if we're putting in medium amenities, it's probably already time to move this shelter out. So why don't we just go ahead and toss the shelter here temporarily. This back row path has got to come out. I think I'm going to delete that path there too. I might even move this hotel back. Let's get the amenity in first. Let's grab and move the bathroom. Trying to judge if I could still fit a staff center in there, maybe. I don't think so. If we would have rotated this, it would have worked, probably. Oh, that's all on slightly different elevation there, too. Look at that. That's unfortunate. That's a little weird. The bathroom can go in down there somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the hotel is also on different elevation. We're going to have to fix that. We have the money for it. Why don't we just put this here for now? Well, we don't have the money for it, but it's not the most expensive thing ever. And let's go ahead and demolish the food. Then we'll put the medium in. We'll get the rebate from the quest. And we can redesign some of this stuff around this then. Do like a vegan buffet, and then we'll want probably you, and then some of this. Seems pretty good. Actually, 84.18, just out of curiosity. 85.14. Marginal, but it is better. It's better balance, I guess, between the different types. Okay, so that's building. We can now put in a path back again behind here. If I can, you know, commit to a direction to place it in. So that'll go through here. I'm going to grab this hotel. We're going to go ahead and just move this around here temporarily. Get it out of the way. And I think we move you out of here too temporarily. Now we are using the backup generator there. We can let the backup generator be used temporarily though, that's not a big deal. Let's flatten all this out and get this on the same level now again, rather than the awkward, unlevel mess it was before. We can also smooth out some of these contours here. We'll spend valuable money on that. We don't actually have any money, but whatever. And then let's go ahead and clear out this. Honestly, that whole path section might actually get removed too. And that has to finish building first. Eight minutes on you, you'll be fine. Oh, and now you're not happy with the amount of light you have. Well, what's the dealio?
Ask some folks around here
Okay.
to do
Still not
things,
built.
and it can be hit or miss. But that last objective, way to go.
We also need to replace the other shops for profitability reasons, but I want to get this put back in first. Actually, hold on, I have a plan. So this would be the spacing we'd use for the next enclosure to keep with like JPOG style spacing where the fences are like snapped to a grid. So that's the corner there. And then you get moved in, and you can kind of go wherever you want to go in here. Okay, so plenty of space. So you can probably actually upgrade this to a large hotel at some point and not have an issue with it. I think we'll still move it towards the Cerrado side. So we'll still put it in here like this. And then we could... Yeah, okay. So I think we can still put in paths between these amenities. I think that's still not a bad idea. So that one gets demolished. We need this back over here so that we're not draining power. Then I think we can get the toilet moved back in there too, which I want to do. So that'll get blocked by the response facility. We can swing out down here. It's almost straight. Almost, but not quite. That was pretty good. So that should go there. Once that's built, this generator will stop losing power. Drinks. Should be basically the same situation. Do the boba, do the skeleton, and then do a fish tank. If these prove to be unstable, we can upgrade these fountains and just call it a day. Because that should give us enough of a margin for it to be pretty good. Get rid of you. Money's alright. And let's grab you and move you and see if we can sneak you up over here. Yes. In fact, can. Not much para. I mean, that is half the genome, but not too much in terms of bulk fossils. That is all that's at that dig site, though. So we gotta do the expensive one. But now we actually have enough money that it's not the end of the world. We also do have our 3 logistics guy back there, so that's great too. Yeah, okay, and that's no longer drawing power. Let's get our last medium amenity in. Shopping. And then t-shirts with a selfie and a fossil tank. We don't have... No, there's not a white, green, yellow. Oh, you're actually on the yellow now. Okay, we're just going to do the aquarium because I'm not going to sit here and mess with these over and over again as they toggle back and forth radically between different settings. Yeah, we'll just do that. Unless you have a white, green, yellow, but none of them have a white, green, yellow. So yeah, just... That's that. If we wanted to toggle back and forth, we'd literally make more money, but it would be obnoxious and tedious. So we're definitely not doing that. 245, okay. And let's take a look at our park ratings. So, we have hit capacity. Amenities are great. Guest is great. So now we just need appeal and we need better paths. We never did the research for paths. We were gonna, and then we didn't. I could also make this a new Cerrado pen instead of a para pen. Because it'd be easier to release the paras directly into an existing enclosure. This is going to have to be a little bit narrow. That's not bad, though. We can work with that. Well, if I'm making this the Ceratosaur pen, this accommodates 3 Ceratosaurs. We probably need more. Yeah, let's do this. Not a huge fan of this lake being this far back, actually. Because we want the viewing thing to be in the middle, of course, to get good visibility. Which means we need to do something a little bit like this. Fossils are in. Oops! Ah, fuck! I clicked too fast. Shit. Sell dinosaurs with appeal of 100. We're just not going to do that. Number of dinosaurs. It has to happen. Build a lagoon. You're joking. We'll do that. Pop to 5. That's not bad.
I'll get right to
We are close to actually getting
There's
paras.
a new objective you need to review.
That was
Details
quite the
forthcoming.
dig. That's a lot of stuff.
I'm more interested in knowledge than the creature comforts that come with wealth, but there is no denying that the park is a business, so we have to be aware of the bottom line.
Yes, let's get paths done.
It's the little things that keep the big things the way we want them. This next objective falls squarely into that category.
What am I doing? Putting in a gallon. That's what I'm doing.
The more space we develop, the more dinosaurs we need to keep things interesting.
That's fine. Thinking about this, path's gonna zigzag weirdly where it currently would go in. Let's grab this, slide it down. Towards what's going to be the new Ceratosaur habitat. We're going to put the herbivores in the one with the hatchery because then we can just release them directly, which is always nice. And then this can swing all the way over here to the fence. Actually, aesthetically speaking, it'd be nice if it's connected straight with this section of the path. So let's do that instead. Not quite to the fence, but there's no reason to actually put it tight to the fence. For one. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good even split on the spacing here between this hotel and this fence section too. Okay, so let's grab one of these guys. We can throw it in up the hill, I guess. Actually, let's move them one at a time to make sure there's always one that's awake. And we'll just go ahead and replace this with trees, because we do need forest for the Ceratosaurs. Really want to sneak the gate tight to the hotel, but we can put it right there.
Asset collection request received.
Alright. More Parasaurs coming in. Or not more para, but more para processing. Actually not finished too. Which wasn't really factoring into my thought processes there. Is this dig still... No, that one's empty. There's a third para dig up here. There it is. Yes. Okay, so they'll get that done. This won't even open now. That's fun. There it goes. Why? Oh, because you're missing prey? Because I took your feeder away and you immediately lost your mind. Right. Wow, that's bad. Did not expect him to instantly smash the fence down.
Delivery complete.
I'm pretty sure I just said, yeah, status check, not fences. Well, okay. New plan is, yeah, get him moved. Go find that feeder, please. And the water and everything else you need.
Transporting asset.
Okay. Crisis averted. Should never have been a crisis, but, you know, it's fine. Park is not in danger anymore, technically. Okay, great. You're on your way.
Confirming asset delivery.
A little more forest, huh? Probably do want to accommodate a third one, so let's just take away a little bit of this water, I suppose. It's not a bad balance. Great, okay. Fossils are still coming in. Pads are done, though, right? Alright. Batch replace all the pads in the park. Which we'll just work on while other stuff happens, I guess. That's a nice gain. Okay, so Para's done. We'll do the Corytho fossils because we could actually end up with the Corythosaurus being in the park. It is a JPOG species. You will do that. Just some rain, not a real storm. That's good. That's fine. Money's good. We should push upgrades for the hatchery, actually. Before we do the paras. We get more bang for our buck if we do that. What is the prerequisite? That's infrastructure? No, that's under hatcheries, of course. Creation, that's where it is. 1.5 star rating. Oh, we can't do it. We can't do it because we need more stuff. Okay. Wouldn't mind better fences for the Cerrado. Before we get more in. Everything's good. Path capacity is now super high. Great. Yep, so now we just need those paras. So, why don't we cut real quick? Okay, let's do our paras. So, the para pattern is really just the 97 para. So that's easy. Thirsty quenched. We could do 5 modifications. Yeah, I guess we'll clear that, and then we'll just push some lifespan into them. That way they don't need extra water, at least. And we can't do the upgrades until we get a little bit more star rating. So we just go ahead and do this. Next species coming in is Dryo. So for Dryosaurus, we need mangrove skin, which we have. We need the research, which we can't do until we pop to 10 for Galley, and then pop to 25 for this. We're going to have like 20 paras in this park. It's going to be wild. But we're going to do it, and we're going to keep them, too. That's part of the challenge. We are capped out on food, which is surprising, because we weren't before. So that's going to be a thing to think about. Yeah, if we have like 5 Ceratos and 20 Paras, that's going to end up what it's kind of going to be. Shelter coverage 60%. Definitely need a new shelter. All the way down here. We'll put it here. It's a little bit more future-proofed, I think. So, viable eggs is 3. I'm pretty sure that's not enough for a herd. So let's just do a second batch straight away. Because I think it's 4 minimum. Welfare 5 to hatch. Tolerant. And that's a storm coming in. Well, okay. We could go ahead and start replacing this stuff while we have the storm here. Oh, that gate is just straight up busted. I thought the threat was from the fence replacement, but it's actually just the gate is straight up busted, so yeah. So far they haven't found it, so it's fine. Run, goat, you can escape. The goat has... Oh, nope, the goat's back. I was going to say the goat has escaped and gets to live. That's also very much a JPOGism of having random goats running around your guest areas, right? Alright, shelter's closed. This little icon's going to bother me, so I'm just going to go ahead and resupply this. Oh, that's so much money. Oh, that's so much money. Okay, both sets are ready to go. 4, we'll do this set first. That's perfect. 5, welfare. Shit, they both need to be rested. Damn it. Rest. Rest. Okay, we're gonna wait. Then, this is gonna have to require us to wait a couple minutes. That's fine. With the introduction of the paras, we're gonna need more shops. But we'll probably wait on that till the ratings hit like 80% maybe. Alright, the paras are ready to go. Let's get these guys out.
Well done.
Finishes diversity, gets us a nice little bump in
This
money.
path and you're sure to impress someone. Perhaps even me.
We've got the other set incubating right now too. So we'll release them in a moment.
Okay, so this next dinosaur, the Parasaur, has a
So, ground net. It's going to be over here. They don't care about trees at all. So the easy thing to do is just to replace all these trees. Get some ground nut out around there. Honestly, just replace all of them because we're going to need a ton of ground nut before all is said and done
There for the
here.
dramatic, especially where its head is concerned. It has a distinctive cranial crest, which is used for added resonance in its vocalizations and to regulate its body temperature.
Okay. Might have a little bit too much ground nut, actually, because the open space requirement is pretty big. We can just trim it back a little bit from the waterway. That'll always look decent. Send out expeditions, increase the size of the largest territory population. That's what we're doing anyway. That's so good. They're literally right here. Oh my god, that's insanely good grab for some extra money.
You like to read? Are you ready for something new? Then this objective is right up your alley.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just send some more when we can.
Money. That's my motto. Hmm?
What do the paras like to live with? It might just be sauropods, I think. Yeah, just sauropods. So we've got Dryos and Tauros coming. Dryos first, so I guess we'll have to put the Drysaurs in here. Although I feel like the Dryos should be in a different enclosure, to be honest. You can leave my vehicle alone. Yeah, probably the Dryos will put in a different enclosure, because I like to keep the Jurassic species and the Cretaceous species kind of in their own groups, and JPOG especially. There's some social interaction, or not really social, but some favored species stuff that happens in there, right? With like, this species likes that species. Like, I think Stego and Kentra like each other. We can't do that, of course, because that won't work in this game, but... Okay, yeah, so they're good, but it won't last for too long. 1.5 stars is done. So let's do the research for the hatchery upgrades now before we do more paras. So that's here, that's here, that's 5 logistics. 3 and 2. We'll get that done. And we only have 9 dinos, so we can't do the galley research yet. Large hotel, main thoroughfare. Power upgrades don't matter yet. We'll do the Jurassic tour, of course. But we're gonna wait. That would be good to do. Would be good to do, but we can't. We need all the genetics team on deck for that stuff. That's also not going to get us skins. So that doesn't matter. Medicine research. That's a good thing to do. Okay. And then we're going to have to wait for this research to get done. So we'll do a quick cut. Our advanced equipment's in. We can go ahead and improve the paraherd. I have expanded the size of their enclosure as well. So you guys doing that. You can go rest. All of the research we did was done too. We're going to need you back to hatch the eggs, though. We actually might need the extra welfare. Yeah, let's not do anything else while this happens, because we're going to probably need that rested person, maybe everybody. So, and then yeah, you guys are pretty happy. You got a lot of open space now. We are going to need more water before all is said and done. So what I might do is we might do a little bit more dramatic landscape in here and flatten this stuff out back like this so that we can expand that waterway back. There, that's a fun shape. That's a weird little lake shape. I want to remove the trees from the water though, of course, which is fine. A little inefficient. I haven't spent all the money to put them in, but no big deal. Yeah, nice little paralake. Looks good with the hill in the back behind the lake. Makes it look a little more naturalistic. The lake is actually kind of properly in a depression here. 5 eggs. Great. That is 5 welfare, so we actually are good to go there. Let's get that batch out. Looks to me like the balance here is pretty good. We got more open space than we need, but that's fine. So we'll get this set of 5. That's going to give us 12. We need approximately 20. So if we get another set of 5 after that, it's like 17. Yeah, so probably 5 batches of paras before we're all said and done here. So maybe we won't have a bunch of Ceratos, because I don't think the numbers are going to work out in a way that's going to support adding that many more Ceratos. It depends. It really depends what we get for clutch sizes. It really does depend. I shouldn't count my eggs before they're hatched. There's our galley research. That's the prerequisite for the Dryo, so we do need to do that. Alright, and they should be good. They should update here pretty quick. We're not at 2 stars yet, so we are being blocked there. Accommodation rating's down. Shops are really down too. Let's work on the park here at the end of this episode. We'll save maybe the paras for a little bit later. The rest of the paras I mean for a little bit later. Can almost fit that in there, which is interesting, but not quite. That's kind of awful. Kind of hate that. We could split the difference with this. It's a little wider, but then the paths line up properly, which is nice. Oops, didn't want to delete the whole thing there. It looked like it was splitting into 2 sections. Well, whatever. It's fine. So there's our second hotel. We're going to need more shops. Probably put them in over here. At least some of them. Food is the furthest one down. Yeah. Donuts Aquarium, skeleton display. We could move that fence gate if we need to. It's not going to fit. So we'll put the second drinks in here facing this way. $24.5. It's equivalent. That's fine too. Let's do this. A little bit of this. Let's link this up on either side. We can leave those extra sections of path there for expansion later. And then I might put the shopping all the way down here by this new hotel. Yeah, right here is pretty good. Maybe just split the difference between the two. Don't quite want it on the curve. Yeah, we'll do it right there. Oh, we can do hats. Because the other one is t-shirts. Perfect. So yeah, this should more or less work to balance out the shops a bit. I have nobody doing anything right now. You need to be rested. You need to be rested. Ah, amenities is already happening. That's perfect. Oh, Gallimimus unlocks automatically. Okay, so we don't even have to research Galley. That's good. Yeah, we need 7 for that, so we gotta wait for everybody else to get back.
I've got a new objective for you to look over. What I like about building construction is that it requires planning and thought. And I've always loved seeing things become something.
And how are your
from nothing.
margins?
I think that's what
Could
first.
use a little bit more ground nut. Because we're going to expand the herd here. So let's go ahead and just run it back over here, around the back side of the waterway. I think that's nice. And then we'll head over here, and we can honestly just, well, I guess we could just do this. Replace the trees for now. Probably not worth it, because we're going to put another species in here. That's a lot of ground nut.
Wow. Just wow. I knew you could do it, and now you have.
Yes. Yes, I have, Claire. Yes, I have. Okay, restroom and shelter. Probably down on this new end of the park where we put in the second hotel. Amenities are okay. Yeah, so they're unhappy about the shopping. And here they're unhappy about the food. We could do something probably as simple as this and just rotate this around, which gets it closer to that enclosure down there. And then, yeah, let's get in another restroom, which I presume is down here somewhere. Yes, right here I think is fine. And another shelter, which is probably also, yes, down here. The bunker, we can just put it like right here, I think. If we want to expand further in that direction, we can always move that later. And we did hit 2 stars. We breached 2, so we do need to get our next dig site figured out. Yeah, shopping 82, but that's still, no, that is moved. Yeah, so shopping is still not perfect. Probably because this is putting a lot of stress on this one, and this one is not accounting for that. It's fine enough for now. When we put in a third enclosure, the Dryo enclosure, the Jurassic pen, we can reevaluate the shops then. I think doing it before then is unnecessary. I think we'll also probably put that down on this end of the park maybe, and that can be our first tour. Yeah, I like that. We'll put in a large Jurassic pen back here with a tour. Maybe just kind of square it into this section, because that'll be whatever sauropod we get. If we get a sauropod, I suppose. We do have Stego already, too, so we can have Stego and Dryo at least. And then we need an Acropen at some point. The Acropen could go maybe over here. Or back behind here. That's probably not very good. We could also build our paths out and around a para enclosure when it's finalized, like the size. Let's not worry about that for a while either, though, to be honest. Yeah. What was I doing? I was going to do something else. Now, oh, our dig site. Yeah, we need our dig site. Dig site 3. Same as before. Judith, Hellcreek, Morrison, Tendaguru, Chinini, Flaming Cliffs. Rolling the d10. We get number 6. So counting from the top, ignoring the fact that we have Morrison and Hell Creek. So 1 and 2 are Judith. 3 is Hell Creek B. 4 is Morrison B. 5 is Tendaguru. 6 is Chinini, Spino, Carcare, and Orano. That's an interesting one. That's triple large carnivores in this park build already now. But there was always going to be a lot of large carnivores because, you know, JPOG. We'll have to see if we can accommodate them all properly. When can we get a Ranosaurus then? $2.5 stars. We're almost there. So we'll get a Rano quickly too. Oh. So we could actually divert to a Rano for our third species. So what we would do then is we'd call it good enough on the paras. We could do some more Ceratos. Like 2 more Ceratos. That tips us over to 2.5 stars, probably. Honestly, if we fix the shops, we'd probably get 2.5. And then we do a Rano next. Now the Oranos, I don't think live with the paras, right? Because they are considered basically a hadrosaur or whatever for the... Oh no, they actually can live with other hadrosaurids. So it's down to if the Orano will take them. Let's check that real quick before we end this episode. We are running probably a little long, 40 minutes. That's not too bad. Dislikes. No, so the Orano is okay. Oh, but you know what? The Orano is probably going to be unhappy with the large amount of paras in this pen. Well, maybe not. Yeah, we'll do a Rano. We'll put it in the para pen and we'll see if it works. If there's too many paras, we'll find another place to accommodate it. But we'll stop putting out paras here. So we're ending at 12 parasaurs, which is a damn solid number. Let's get some Ceratos cooking. So, let's fully... Yeah, this modification's still good, actually. And let's try and get... We'll get however many hatch here and use them all. So maybe even 5. We'll redo the... Extend the pen out as need be. Yeah, and then I think we'll call it an episode here, basically. We should do something with the other guys, actually. Let's find a research project. Let's do this. Ooh, actually scientist training. Let's get that knocked out first, because we can start to improve these guys. Or fire them and buy new scientists. Either or. We can't look at the available scientists while we have them here. For now, I think we'll just stick with them. But yeah. We'll check our Cerato eggs, we'll call it an episode, and then next time we'll put out... We'll work on a Ranosaurus. From the Chinini dig site. We got 4. That's a lot. We need the guys back from research to hatch them. I guess we take all 4. We're going to have 6 Ceratos. You usually have a lot of Ceratos if you use it in the JPOG park, because they're a pretty small dino in JPOG. They take up very little space, right? They're relatively chill. They're like 2 stars or something in JPOG. So we'll put all 6 out. If we need to, we can extend this way down here. We can extend the path out further and put in another viewing gallery. We'll figure it out. We could also do something where we extend it out this way along the path, technically. But I think we'll use the available space by extending it out this way as need be. Let's take a quick look at them. Open space and forest are okay. I think if we extend this out one section, actually, we might be able to swing 6 if it's perfect. We'll try it. So we'll just, for now, we can also expand it back out this way. Hold on. Ah, we actually do have enough space to get sent some sections in there. Why is that not straight? I think this one might have curved in there. Yeah, so that's not going to work. That will. Okay, yeah, so we can do that for a little bit extra space then too, and we can leave the back of the park here open for some other exhibits then. So we'll expand the Cerrado exhibit out like this, in a very weird JPOG style square that's got a little bit extra nub on the back. That's fine. And then that will, oh, is that the right fence? Yes, fence 2, okay. And yeah, that'll allow us to hopefully fit all of those Cerrados in. So yeah, we'll leave this one here then. Until next time.